and gentlemen, boys and girls, happy Friday. Guggenheim's here. You can see his tail in the background. We're here to bring to you tonight TimeLord. In fact, if you type, well, never mind, I'll tell you in a minute. But no, that's not a long intro. You're about to see a long intro. But in this intro, before we get started, you will see minor video work by me up front, but in the back end, you'll see what Rod put together for you. It is a VR tour of TimeLord, complete with soothing, incredible music. Crackers, good to see you. You're involved too. Well, let's get to it. Gentlemen, boy, TimeLord. Now, with new modes, new lighting, new everything. And I welcome my guest in the lower monitor there, Rusty T, the originator, one of the originators. Welcome, Russ.
Hey, Smorg. Thanks
How are you?
very much for having me, mate. Mate, I'm feeling really good. Last time I think I talked to you, I had COVID, so I think I feel a little bit better than that.
Good. Yeah, we did. We interviewed. If you missed the interview, Russ and I did pizza together. It's a good time. So, Russ, after our interview, I believe you took the initiative of getting yourself involved in a larger group outside of Team Avago and grew Team Avago into a larger component. One of those members, as I understand, is here with us in chat, and his name is Oki-san. Is that true?
Oh, wow. Oh, wow, man. His work is something special.
Tell me what Oki-san did here, and then maybe he can chime in a little bit.
Oki-san came in at a time where I don't know how it came about, but he saw potential in the table that he could do some things with lighting and lighting sequences. And, wow, did he do some work?
So
the table just went to a whole new level with his input.
Oki-san, what drew you to the table? What made you want to?
It's so beautiful just to watch even the track mode. So
meanwhile, the Hall of Just Us. Marty screws up yet another Twitch stream.
So in the shoot again, and the TimeLord spelling and award lights, there's the dragon eyes. They're just a thing of beauty. They actually get a 3D depth into the field. Yeah. You're watching the dragon eyeballs following around there, small.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So what do you see different, Small? I mean, you saw this in its very early days.
What do I see as different? I was going to let Oki-san get some sleep. So those of you that don't know, hello, welcome, Nick. Oki-san is currently stayed up very late for us at 4 a.m. So we need to get him to bed. But Oki-san, what drew you to the table? And then Russ, I'll get into what you're getting at.
Patrick, the lid's already off.
I like to help everyone that asks.
Did you enjoy this theme? Was it something that attracted you?
Yeah, it was nice. The version 1 was also nice.
Yeah. It was what introduced me to Russ and how original a table could get with the story. So for those of you that don't know, this version, I'm currently playing on easy mode. So unlike the first version, myself or your kids could play this now because it takes much less shots to progress through the table. in addition to all the visual improvements, some physics changes in the way you score, and mostly what I've noticed is the enhancement on the dragon, the ramp work that Tomate did. The inserts appear more 3D depth to me, Russ.
Mm-hmm.
That's what initially comes to mind.
Yeah. I think the way the sound works with the lighting now, it's an adrenaline rush. Like you just come out of that dragon spinner and you're going up with the multi-ball, like you can get up through that left lane now, get a couple of balls going and you can get multiple awards happening at the same time. And the music just kicks up a gear.
You uncultured
and
swine.
it'll take you on it'll take you on an adrenaline journey that even gets me excited after 2.5 years.
Yep.
And I think that's what makes this game extremely special. That as a creator, that I can get so much joy from it is a miracle. And people are going to have an incredible time with this. Even really great players, Joe Soap had a lot to do with it, and Alamus gave it a good building, and old mate Trackers has played this thing to death. And, they're blown away by it. So much so that we had to put a mechanical built in it to stop Alamus's mates from destroying his table. So, you've got to love that small. But, people have been playing Virtual Indoor for a long, long time. They're just coming out and just saying that this game has really captivated them. And I think, I don't know how it happened.
Ben wants Bob's Burgers Pinball.
It just did. So what's meant to be is meant to be. And have fun.
I think I bugged the table.
I mean, sorry, bro. Yeah, you can give it a shake, eh?
Oh, I can shake it.
With your breaker.
It sounds like it's underneath the table.
Bug alert.
Interesting. I'll record that. Hello, Paladin.
You better
That
get
never
kicker in the
happens.
gas again, small.
What's that?
Yeah, you have to read.
Meanwhile, the Hall of Just
Aussie
Us.
slang
Marty
there, mate.
screws up
Kick
yet
her in the
another
guts.
Twitch stream.
Kick it in the stomach, I suppose.
I bet.
Boot through.
Some other things to show off. I noticed. Who did the LUTs?
The LUTs were done by Gedden. They're all the standard ones. I've got no idea how they work.
So you hold down your left mag save, ladies and gentlemen, and then you hit your right mag save, and you'll notice you have all these beautiful lighting changes. I am also getting there, Joe. You can get a lot of variety out of this. You want to play black and white TimeLord? You want to play with a black light because you've had a little too much? I like Tomate's washed out look too.
You'll line a few bugs out here, small.
I've had it lock up on me twice. One I've already clipped for you. I was going to provide for you tonight, right before the stream tonight. I had a multi-ball going, and instead of waiting for the auto shooter to plunge the multi-ball, I plunged it and it shot up into the top and it wouldn't come out. And I think it's because it wanted to auto shoot it and I shot it. So we'll try to recreate that.
Okay.
And I'm not sure what just happened there, but I'm going to watch for it again. For those of you at home, easy mode, before you hit the start button, you're going to hold down briefly your left flipper. Hard mode, you're going to hold down your right flipper. And I just started in easy mode. which means each of the sections here require less shots. Now, Russ was kind enough to make a cool video on how this table works, but you cheated. You used ball control, so I'm going to try to do that without ball control tonight. But you're trying to spell TimeLord, and to do that, you spell Lord by completing some of the objectives here, and then you complete time by defeating the dragon. We'll go over some of that. And Russ, if I misspeak at any point, let me know. So starting on the left orbit over here, that's your situation critical, and will light one of your Lord letters. You can start it by finishing the 3 drop targets over here on the left, Galaxy Outer Activate, or Activate Outer Galaxy, should you choose to do that. The next ramp over is Reverse Time, which will also light a letter. It also locks balls and gets a multi-ball ready for you. The Super Jets, or the Super Loops, is another letter. I believe it's Super Loops that is the other letter there. And what's the other one I'm missing for Lord, Russ? Is it the dragon?
So, Lord, when you go through the worm locks.
The worm locks, that's right. Right here.
Critical, the center ramp, sorry, the center lane lights up the invisible ramp, and
right there.
You get a that's where you get the spider planet.
There you go.
Yeah, that's the one, but it's got to light her up.
All right. Well, let's let Oki-san get to bed. Is there anything else you wanted to cover while he's still here, Russ?
Oh, just to say thank you very much for your kindness and your wonderful ideas, and it's been a lot of fun working with you. And just to guide me, to teach me, and thanks, mate. And thank you very much for staying up. You're very, very kind, and
definitely
appreciate it.
Yes. It's no problem staying up.
Well, we appreciate you, old man.
Look forward to our next adventure, mate, on this special stuff you've been working on. So there's some incredible stuff in the pipeline down the track beside this table.
Oh, yes. There will be many originals later.
Scooby snack.
Very nice ones.
Yeah. For those who don't know, Oki-san is working on maintaining playfield reflections while changing the whole table, which is where my next game's going, and this was previously thought impossible.
Well, let's highlight Oki-san. Oki-san's working on a steampunk-themed game, which he shared in the BPC chat. I believe it's called Vulcan. Is that correct, Oki-san?
Yes.
I've already created an intro for that, so let me know when you're ready, because steampunk is a big favorite with my wife and I. So, you guys, if you go to the Visual Pinball Chat Discord, he's posted some pictures of it. I've had a chance to play it a little bit already, and I got to tell you, it's a work of art. Very much looking forward to Vulcan. Cool. Well, thank you for coming, Oki-san. Welcome to stay. You're welcome to retire for the evening. We do appreciate you coming.
I will stay and watch.
All right.
My son never sleeps.
I know. Who's next? Let's talk about Wilt, Russ. That man never sleeps.
Okay. That man pulled me out of the wilderness, mate.
Yeah? Tell me how.
Okay, so I was in VP Wealth for probably 3 or 4 months, and everybody's telling me the physics aren't right, it doesn't feel right, and I quite tried to politely say, can somebody please help me? I don't know how to do it. And then one day Wilt just popped up out of the blue, and he says, "Done the physics, and I'll fix the dynamic ball shadows." And I went, "Well, you're a legend." So the way the game plays and feels, that's Wilt's tweaking. The mechanic.
I think Wilt only wanted to work on this because there was a robot. Am I right, Wilt? All right. I tried.
No, I've been watching it and playing it before. It's a great table. I just had happened to have just done it, so I was
from the
fresh doing physics and was able to do it quick.
Hey, Riker. If you're just joining us, with me on chat is Russ T here on video. We also just spoke to Oki-san. We're now talking to Wilt. And we have Apophis and Rod, and we like having you here. Russ, I don't have a structure tonight. I wanted to play your table, get to glory mode, give people a download link before it gets approved on VPU. You're going to be putting this, you're going to be uploading this tonight. Is that true? Or today?
Next few days.
Okay. Well, if you're here tonight,
I'm hoping that the game is a state. Do you think it's at the state where we could run a tournament, or do you think?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, you're going to have a few bugs here and there. Like the one I found, I want to recreate it before I call it a bug. But I've had 46 games without any issues, Russ. Russ, can you see the text chat in Twitch?
Yeah, I can. It says, can I see? Yeah, I can. And I'm just not replying to it because I'm trying to concentrate on what you're doing and try to answer the questions. But, yeah, I can see the chat. Riker just said, can I see the chat? T-Pass, as a thank you for watching, you can download your copy.
No, TapPass is my boss. You can ignore that one.
So that's your boss?
That's my bot.
Oh, your bot. So Rusty, that DMD is normal threats presentation. No, it's not. That DMD is JP's flashes. You can run it on Flex if you want to, but if you're playing in VR, it's 256 by 64. You do have the option to flick it over to high definition in Flex DMD if you want to, if you've got a tab.
And for the record, ladies and gentlemen, I did turn that on, but it looked great here, but my NDI plugin that brings my DMD over did something weird to the image, so I turned it off.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, cool. That's a good thing to know. So just use JP's flashes. They're high definition and they work on a pin to 128 by 30, what is it, 128, 38 or something?
Yeah, Jay Crane's very familiar. He made Scooby-Doo 2022, which is a mod of Wrath of Olympus.
Oh, right, okay.
He's another author.
Yeah, so I'm so many wizards, man. You guys know more about this than me. I don't know how we put this together.
I don't know anything, Russ.
We've got something to work. He knows that JP method, yeah. Yeah. So I really like JP's simplicity. I had a look at Flex DMD and I've talked to Oki-san about that as well. But it's really difficult to script. It's another probably 6 months learning that. And Oki-san has helped me, but I've got a method that works. And it's fairly easy to follow. So that's the reason why I use JP's game framework, because it's the way I do it.
Hey, Riker, that's one of the beautiful things about this new version. I also sucked at it compared to like Joe Soap and Higher Peanut and I've been a boot.
Yeah, hi, Danny. Yeah.
But with this new easy mode, it makes it much more accessible. My son and daughter have played this now and enjoyed it, where the first time around they enjoyed it, but they couldn't complete anything, so they couldn't make anything happen on the table. But now they can. So
yeah, that was a big thing. That's a really good point, Mort. That come out of the first game tournament on one, wasn't it? There was
I believe so.
Yeah, and also the bumpers that up the top, they didn't retain the ball. That was sort of two of the big things that came out of it. And so building the TimeLord 2, instead of making it easy, you can get your shots easier and shots carry over, while still keeping the game fun for people that are not, die-hard pinball players, but people who just want to have a game. I think the game still has enough for those people. I can shots and slay the dragon, and I've seen people that don't play very often do that and enjoy it. But I think the benefit of playing hard is to get this nice sequence of all-outs that build up, like, going for your reverse time, you're entering the sixth sense. You must defeat the reverse time to defeat the Time Lord. There's a real build-up there that is really, really nice. You don't get that in the easy mode. So there's benefits in playing hard.
Well, the way I think about it, easy mode allows you to discover and get used to the table and the shots and the flow, and then you graduate to hard mode when you want the challenge.
That's a great way to look at it.
Hey, Rusty,
because
Riker's asking you what the table is based on, and I didn't have a clue when I started looking at it either, and I find the story interesting. So, if you want to tell that.
The table is just based on purely banter between myself and my gym instructor. My wife got me into the gym probably about 3 years ago. Wanted to sort of try and get me a bit fit, and I hate the gym. So my gym instructor actually loves space and time and things like that, and I just tapped into his imagination as a distraction. And so TimeLord is a story that we made up based on banter, that we each had our superpower. My superpower was that I could control time, and his superpower was that he could portal through time and mess me up.
If I may, Russ,
make up all these scenarios and about all sorts of these.
So, Russ, let me jump in real quick.
Whatever way. Sorry.
Let me just jump in real quick. So, for those of you that haven't seen it, that was the meat of the interview Russ and I did together. And part of the reason it was one of my favorite interviews, sorry to you other authors who I may offend with that statement, was just the story behind TimeLord. He's not selling it well. This table is a result of two guys talking shit, and neither one of them knew pinball very well. And they said, let's make a pinball game. And they made up a story, and they went and made it a reality. It is freaking amazing what these two did. And then you throw Crackers into the mix. How did Crackers get involved?
Well, I didn't know any while I was trying to work out what I was doing. Every idea I sounded off Crackers and got him to try. So for 12 months, pretty well, Crackers saw all my silly stuff, and he tested things, and this is not right, that's not right. And
so Crackers was a real pinball player.
Crackers is a real pinball player.
Crackers is here, Riker. He's in chat. Not voice chat, but Crackers is here in text chat with you, Riker. Right, Crackers? Ladies and gentlemen, without Crackers, Russ, and Mr. Bodybuilder guy.
Yeah, Mr. Bodybuilder. He
Snack talker.
Write a book, and he has written a book. And then we got the game to a point after about 18 months of slugging it out, where I went to JP and I said, JP, can you please help me get this thing to work? I can't get to playing multiplayer. I don't know how to carry over lights in probably about 2 days. Backwards and forwards, JP had the thing ticking. And then he actually came back and said to me, he said, this is not a bad game. And I've got about 20 or 30 of these in the vault that'll never see the light of day. So, it sort of gave me confidence that people are going to have a bit of fun with this because, JP gives you a thumbs up. That's a pretty cool thing to happen, eh?
Oh, yeah. And didn't you say JP had the idea for the Dragon Eyes?
No, that was my idea. He just made it happen.
He implemented. I'm sorry.
My idea. I base them on Scotty Whitberg's Harry Potter table.
That's right.
Follows you every time the sling hits, but I didn't like it that when the sling hits the thing rotated, I wanted to crack the ball. And so I noticed on Serious Sam that the little icons on the sling covers, they track the ball. And so I went to JP and I said, do you mind if I use this idea? And he says, no, you can. He said, but I can actually do a better job than that. There's an easier way to do it. That was a trial way for him to do it, and he came back with that idea.
And you mentioned... Sorry, go ahead.
Go
on. You'd mentioned the physics and Wilt, and I saw in the credits here Apophis's name. Did he help with some of the scripting there?
Yeah, he helped everybody destroying their tables with the mechanical tilt. I think there might have been a couple of other things Dan put in as well.
How about it, Apophis? What'd you do?
Don't be shy, mate.
I'm here.
No, they were nice, some nice little additions as well. I think you also got to understand, when you're first going to beat in help, it's bloody dawdy, people come in and they're just throwing ideas at you left, right and centre, and you can't even tie your shoelaces.
So, I bet it's intimidating.
But one thing that Dan and Sixto both do really well is that they just say, hey, just have fun, don't worry about it. And these people mean well. It's just, just give it time. So, that's a really nice thing that Dan does really well. It really makes you feel welcome. And
how'd you meet these guys?
Through you, I think.
Oh, it was through me? Okay, I know you and I work together, but... Wow.
I only met these guys through VP Help, and I forget who it was. I think it might have been you, Smorg, after the first one. You just said, hey, there's guys that can help you out. You don't have to do this alone.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was you, Smug.
I'm sorry.
I think...
I'm causing problems.
I think when a really cool table comes into the workshop, people just are interested in throwing ideas out there, and this one was a particularly interesting one.
Yeah, I was really enamored with the story and the concept and the modes. I mean, Russ, you guys put some heart and soul into this.
One thing that Russ did well here, which is not easy, is to generate like a real story and characters, and it kind of takes on a life of its own.
Yeah, that's what grabbed me. This table blew me away when I downloaded it. I thought, oh, it's just another modified table. I was wrong. Proud to say. Hi, Gusty. Okay. Well,
yeah, I think that's the beauty of doing your own table, Smorg, is that you just make the story up as you go.
Yeah.
Like I've made the story up to suit the characters that I found that fitted into the graphics. You know, and
Rusty, how did you come up with this layout and the flow of the table? How did you come up with the layout?
That's a really good question.
It is.
Pretty well. The center lane where you've got the 4 kickers is based on melody, you know, an EM game.
Oh, wow.
And pretty well, I started with Totem. That I love the spiral ramp. I just started off with Totem, and as I went along and I was involved with Aussie Arcade Virtual Pinball League, every time I played a game, there was some aspect of it that I liked, and the game I never played before, I thought, I've got to have that on my table. So,
for those of you that aren't Australian, that's Tales of the Arabian's Night.
Tales of the Arabian's Night, yeah. And the opening ramp came from Bride of Pinball. But I couldn't make the mechanics work. And then I learned, I don't have to if I can create a ball and destroy a ball. And it fitted perfectly into the TimeLord portaling thing where I wanted balls just to appear everywhere on the table and pop up and do magic things. So the opening move just came up about because I didn't know how to do much.
Wow.
But it's actually a really, really fun part of the table, and being able to make that blend into the story and not to overdo it, but to just let it, become part of the game. But pretty well the left lane is pretty straightforward. The 3 bumpers at the top from Totem weren't enough. I needed an extra bumper in there, so I messed around with those different sizes, moved them around. The dragon spinner in the middle, man, that's Scotty Wicks. That's off Harry Potter. And I just twisted around, moved it, and made it my own. And then the left ramp up the top was a twist on Totem.
This one here.
So that's pretty big answer to your simple question there.
No, we like big answers. By the way, we have a few people here, and I want to just steer off course for just a second because I just started a giveaway. If you would like a copy of Quake, hit exclamation raffle, and right after this stream, we're raiding into a partner channel, and we're playing Quake together tonight. So if you want to join us, hit exclamation raffle, and maybe you'll win a copy for yourself. Russ, you can also enter if you want a copy of Quake.
I don't even know what Quake is.
It's an old first-person shooter.
Oh, right.
Gusty, you don't need it. It's also available free on Game Pass, and it's also available on Epic, but I can't gift it to you on Epic, so we'll work something out.
Thanks for that offer anyway, Small Guy. I don't mean to make light of your offer. I just don't understand gaming.
You don't need to. I just wanted to include you in case you wanted to be included.
Cheers, mate.
Joe needs another drink. I haven't programmed that command, Apophis, but I'll get on that. Joe's told me he was passing out. They're talking about Joe Picasso.
I don't think he necessarily needs one.
No. And since he spoke up, we should probably get to Rod, right? Didn't Rod
he
do?
Just stuck out for 15.
Did he?
Yeah, he just Yeah, it'd be nice. I was just thinking, was it Mr. Durain had a question about the floating planets on the back wall.
Okay. Let's see.
Originally, what they are is they're actually planets.
I thought they're Christmas ornaments. That's what Nailbuster said.
They are. They're Christmas ornaments you collect from the planet that you go to when you complete a mission.
Love you, Nailbuster.
So the idea is that you're portaling through time and space, and when you go to a planet and you achieve that mission, say portal through, planet Chaos, and you get your Chaos planet, and you navigate the wormholes and you navigate reverse time, you get one of these ornaments. But so where did they come from? What are they there for? They're bling.
Yeah, they're bling.
Mm.
It's just shiny to go
does
after.
That answer the question, Mr. Duray?
They're kind of the modes. So you got Chaos, which is this one, Reverse Time, which is this one.
Yeah.
It's kind of representative of each of the objectives. It's objective bling.
Yeah.
Rusty,
Well, so-
are they just spheres that have texture on them that spin?
Yeah, they have an image.
Yeah, he actually sent me the raw images.
So that's texture, isn't it? That's texture, and they're just a rectangular image that can, and I've made them black on top so you don't see any overlap.
And you wrapped it around the circular object, right?
Yeah, you wrap it around a circular object. They're exactly the same as the eyeballs, the dragon eyeballs, just bigger. Does that answer the question, Dan?
He's asking, what kind of table objects are they? Oh, okay, never mind.
Table objects, they're primitive.
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah.
I like the redo of the dragon disc, by the way.
A little more to the right.
Did you see the hologram?
I did, but I'm trying to get glory mode started, and I'm not doing really well at that. I think it's because I've been drinking, but you know what I should do, Russ? I don't think you've seen this, and it's very embarrassing for me, much like me dancing for money, which I just did for Hawkeyes. He's such a jerk. But I want to show people how well made this table is, TimeLord, and I'd like you to see how well your table's made. Are you ready? Wait, somebody did a PSA. Gosh darn it. Joe, that's your brain. I learned it from you, Joe.
No,
Mother said she found it in your closet.
Well, I don't know when I got.
Joe's playing a drug PSA from the 80s, Russ.
Where did you get it?
Dad,
Answer me.
Oh,
Me too.
different strokes, different folks, mate.
Yep. But I want to show you how well your table's made. Give me a second.
So use drugs.
I'm pausing for effect. All right. So while I'm showing this, Russ, tell me about VR. I know Rod put some considerable work into this.
Oh wow, Rod brought the game to life. The VR room, you can see the cabinet, what the cabinet looks like.
Dumpster.
Hey, watch how well your table's made. You notice?
Yeah, yeah. Parkour.
I'm standing on your pinball table, Russ. Ready? Here we go.
Yeah.
All right, parkour. Oh.
Parkour.
Shit. Did I do that right? That's the kind of fun we have on Fridays, Russ. I'm okay. It was worth seeing the laugh on your face.
That's mate. That's some table.
Well, we call it hardcore parkour. because we've been drinking. Anyways, I interrupted the most important contribution to this table. If you have a VR headset, Rod rendered a room for you and made a beautiful cabinet, and then Russ stuck some gorgeous ornamentation on it and created a plaque or two and misspelled it the first time. Thank you to proofreaders everywhere. And you can view those. You can go like this with your VR headset and look at them and get up really close and see the detail. One of these days, you're going to miss your landing. Yes, or go through the glass. That is true.
That's right. You and me, right now.
Do
We're
not
having
make
it out.
me cry.
Let's go. Come on. Come on.
Don't make me cry. Russ, they're making me cry. Sorry, it gets a little out of hand towards the end of the stream. Russ.
This is what happens when you don't make the glory boat.
Pinpoint the second when his heart rips in half.
It is, and it's horrible. It makes me really
Hey, is there
sad.
any questions from your guest here?
My bestie.
Hang on.
What's that?
Sidious just played in VR.
Yeah. Sidious is incredible. Look at that. He just took your table and played it. Russ, I'd like you to know, you drew a lot of people to the stream tonight. I've never seen this many people here. Thank you to all of you for coming.
It's the Abigail crew, mate.
It's the work you and everybody here did on the table, and we all thank you for it. Everybody. Thank them. This is such an incredible table. We know you love it. Well, I know you love it. And I do believe we've gotten through all of our guests.
You're kind to strangers and children.
Aw. You gave us a compliment, Russ.
Like an angel.
You said you looked like an angel. I know you didn't hear it, but somebody said you look like an angel, Russ. Is there anything else that we should tell these wonderful people tonight? I'm sorry. I didn't even ask your permission. I'm giving it to them. They can download it right now.
Absolutely, mate. All those people who were there first that tried it out, I'm back here in appreciation for you guys. That's why we're going through Smorg, because you guys gave me a lot of feedback and embraced the game. Smorg embraced the game before anybody else saw it. Crackers,
I just saw myself on the DMD.
That anybody ever play this game. So, yeah, to all you Game Club Central people, this is for you.
And
Hey,
thanks to all of you who
tell you
beta
what I'm
tested
going to
with
give you,
us.
Snakes.
We appreciated it. Somebody's going to shoot me now, Russ.
I'm going to give you to the
And
count of 10
I have
to
to
get
act
your
dead.
ugly, yellow, no good keister off my property before I pump
Sorry
your
to hear
guts
that,
full of
Smorg.
lead.
All right,
okay.
Johnny, I'm sorry.
He's got a Tommy gun.
I'm going.
One,
There's not much I can do about it.
10. Keep the change, you filthy animal.
I'm going to guess that was Joe. Nope, it was Gusty Gale. Thank you, Gusty. Appreciate that. Hey, go download the table. You deserve it. Anything else to say, Russ? Because I'm going to give away a copy of Quake and go kill some people.
Sounds great, mate. Just one thing to say to Dan, Rod, Okasan, popping in and saying hello.
Yeah, it was good talking.
Thanks very much, Dan. And thanks for all your help. And we've got
Meanwhile,
a bit
at
of
the
fun to
Hall
come
of
down the track.
Justice, Marty screws up yet another
Looking forward
Twitch
to it.
stream.
Thanks, mate.
So, ladies and gentlemen, use that link, download the table. If you have any feedback in the meantime before it's released, please send it to me directly, and I'll get it to Russ, and we'll figure out what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And if you haven't, hit exclamation raffle for your chance to win a copy of Quake. Yes, this is the original Quake. We are playing it next. And I have to stop the Shiba Inu from bothering me. All right, I am closing entries. And we are picking a wiener. The wiener is Twitchlers. Twitchlers, you're a new name to me. Welcome. Congratulations. If you could, send me a whisper, or if you know me on Discord, that's also good. And we have to be friends on Steam for 3 days before I can gift it, so maybe I'll just PayPal you the money if you want to play with us tonight. So it's up to you. You need to whisper me, message me, get a hold of me, and I will get you a copy of Quake. To everyone else, thank you for coming tonight. Russ, Apophis, Rod, Okusan, and Wilt. Am I missing anybody? No, I got them all. Thank you so much for your time and blessing my meager channel with your presence on a Friday night. I'm sure you have better things to do, but we appreciate you taking a few minutes to come and be here.
To be here, Marty.
Yeah. That's all I got. We'll catch you guys soon. Tomorrow we have a special show here. It's the VPin Hub Top 10 Virtual Pinball Tables of 2022. Because there's 3 of us, we'll be covering possibly 30 tables, maybe more. And maybe you'll discover something new. So come by tomorrow at 9:30. And then Sunday, I've been privileged to show you a private table that is unreleased. It's a tad naughty, but yeah, I'll bring that to you on Sunday. So thanks for coming. Hang out, because we're going to raid into Surreal. And I will be joining him in voice and co-hosting for Quake. You can't redeem a dad joke at the end of the stream. That is awful. Now I got to do a dad joke. Hold on. I got this friend that feeds me jokes. So, did you hear about my friend? He started a business building boats. It's in his attic. But unfortunately, his sales are through the roof. Yeah, I know. I know. Thanks for coming. We do appreciate you. We're going to go over to Surreal's channel. Please give him a follow. He is a wonderful human being. He helps write the Mystery Pinball Theater, and he's just a great guy. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.